Huh? All right. All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Bruce. Yeah, Bruce Baxter. And just like to say, I've been a BNI member for the past 5 years now, and been getting tons of business, and certainly been giving a ton more. And the first time I just couldn't get my head around it, and there was all these different things I had to think about, and my eyes just lit up. It was just like a blind flash of the obvious, and then I totally got it, and I started. I remember that director once told me, he said, every time you get up, just remember you are the sales manager. I think that's what he said, didn't he? That's right. You're the sales manager. Actually, you got 60 seconds to do that sale. And I was like, what? I'd never been a sales manager. Um, I started working on the 60-second thing, and all of a sudden, I just got clearer and clearer and clearer. And at the end, people were coming up and saying, you know what, Bruce, I totally get what you're saying now. And I started getting business almost immediately. I must admit, I mean, understanding what I did as a business back then, it was fairly complicated. And certainly, I mean, if you don't understand somebody's business, how are you supposed to then help them increase their business? Anyhow, BNI taught me what I needed to do to make it clear for other people uh, on ways to help me out, and it's just been beautiful since. And I just love to say thank you to Don and Nancy, and thank you once again, because without you, I'd still be, and I can't say it on TV.
They submitted my application and they let me in. And that's how it all started. I mean, I had no clue as to I mean, I never got accepted anywhere as when I was a little bit younger. And you know, I listened to that tape and where Ivan says, most people, they go from their bubble in the home, their bubble in the car, and then they go back to the bubble, always in the bubble. And that was me back then, way back then. I mean, Bubble Man. That it used to be me. Call me Bubble Man. Uh, you know, and a friend of mine actually was Bruce Elliott. He invited me to a BNI meeting, and lo and behold, Don and Nancy were there at that meeting. And oh, geez, Don, I knew Don from way back before the bubble, before those bubble days. Remember those bubble days, Don? I mean, holy, jeez. And I was like, oh, geez, Don Morgan and Nancy Morgan. You remember me? And I was like, Toby Burlington. And they didn't have a clue at first, and then it came, because remember the bubble days there, Don. And anyway, I sat down, and I'd never been to necessarily a business meeting before, and I totally enjoyed it. And they asked me to stand up and, say who you are and what you do, and I stood up and. Name's Toby. You can call me Tobe if you want, but did my little spiel, and the president at that time said, "Hey, why don't you submit an application?" And why don't I? I don't know. What's in it for me? The classic question. And what's in it for you? I mean, that's what they said, and. he kind of got flustered by my question, and what is it in there for you? You tell me. And I said, well, I'm asking you, and by asking me, you tell me. I I said maybe I can get out of my bubble and meet some people, and lo and behold, that's what I did. And I woke up, earlier on the weekdays, and made it to this meeting, and I had no clue. And one thing led to another, and I became a member. The next year, I became was a visitor host, and I enjoyed that. That was my favorite position. And afterwards, I mean, mentor. I am at this time. I've been a mentor for. I mean, I've been a mentor for 5, 6 years now, helping members out. Been president. Been VP, membership committee. I think that the secret in BNI is just to be. You need to be involved, and you want to avoid. And I used to say as a president, bubble people. Get out there and network this week. And, I kept drilling them and drilling them with that message, and it kind of sunk in. And I was really happy, the whole experience. And just the relationships are incredible now. I mean, incredible. Just amazing. I'd like to thank all the directors from across Canada. I've learned so much from you. Just the fact that I can talk and share the experiences and the frustrations that we all have, and so on. And I'd like to say hello to the Vancouverites, the Nanaimoites, and the Middle Earth people that got to know good old beer times. And also, the people from Toronto and, that great area in Ontario, in Ottawa, salut Denis, and also everywhere in Quebec and elsewhere in Canada. I don't want to forget anybody, but you know what I'm saying. I think we're all out of the bubble, and let's burst that bubble, boys. Ciao, my name's Toby.